What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Ann for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Capricorn. So we're gonna go ahead and get it poppin'. Shout out to Team Cappy. Now, as always, guys, I do want to mention, if you're interested in a personal read, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description box below if you want to book me there. Real quick, guys, let's go ahead and say what's up here to some peeps, and then we'll go ahead and get it started. Hey, what's up, Dope Butterfly? What's going on, Adriana, Chastity, Josh? What's going on, Miss Lakeisha? What's going on, Renee, Endless Journeys? How's everybody doing here today? What's going on, PK? What's up, Michaela? Hey, what's going on, Sonja? How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are well. Hey, MJ. Hey, Aunt. Glad to call you live with my 4-month-old again listening to you. Shout out to you and the baby. That's super awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, Jamie, and hi, Teeny. How are you guys here today? Also, Tara, hello. So, guys, without further ado, we're going to get it poppin'. Happy Tuesday, everybody. And like I mentioned previously, we're starting out here with Team Capricorn. So, let's go ahead and see what we got going on. What's going to be popping on in here for our Capricorn coming on into the next 24 hours. What insights and information do we got here for Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming into the next 24 hours. What insights and info do we got here for Cappy coming on into tomorrow? Team Capricorn, we're going to get ourselves about 2 more shuffles, give or take, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got going on here for you? Capricorn, overall energy for you guys is going to be the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Taking a look here into the current energy, we have here the 7 of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with, guys. We do have here, the High Priestess in reversed, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you, Capricorn, is going to be the Tower in the upright position. So let's take a look here at your next 24. Now, I do want to note here something, Capricorn. You could be connecting here with a Pisces, with a High Priestess, and you could be dealing with a Scorpio possibly with that Tower card showing on up here for you, okay? Now, you got here a 3 of Pence reversed, and you're pairing that here to a 7 of Wands in the reverse position as well. It definitely kind of feels to me for you, Capricorn, that you're in a period of time right now where it feels like you're not wanting to work together or wanting to work out some sort of situation. It feels to me like you've gotten to the point here where you no longer feel like you can defend someone or defend something, or it almost kind of seems to me like you can't tolerate a situation, like you can't rationalize that this is worth working on any longer. So I feel like your truth in the next 24 hours is something just doesn't appear to be worth it. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here being the High Priestess reversed, High Priestess in the reverse position is kind of the energy of like the cat is out of the bag. I'm explaining my truth. I'm explaining how I've been feeling, and looking at the outcome here being the Tower. Tower card typically represents avoidance, but it also represents a foundation that no longer has much support. I think a lot of you are just starting to come to terms here in the next 24 that something in my life isn't working, whether it's due to the nature of a relationship, whether it's about something personal within you, whether it's about a job or something of that nature. It just feels like something isn't what's worth your time anymore to work on. I feel like you don't have that foresight that this is going somewhere. It's like pretty much I just don't feel like something's going anywhere any longer. Therefore, I don't want to put the work into this, you know? So I see you guys here being honest with yourselves about it, and with that Tower card showing up here for the outcome, it's like it's time to break away. But I feel like for you right now, Capricorn, this is about breaking away from something, but also as you break away from it, you set yourself free. You know, you're acknowledging that there's something else out there for me. There's a reason whatever this current situation isn't working out for me anymore. So with that being said, I have to explore and see what's next. So Capricorns, I feel like for many of you, you're getting ready here for a new journey, guys. Getting ready here to see what's on the other side and to see what else is out there for you, because you're coming to terms here, guys, officially in the next 24 that something just isn't working anymore. And I say that's okay. Not everything's going to last forever. Not everything's going to work perfectly forever. And sometimes it's time to move on, you know? So I wouldn't necessarily think anything bad of this. I feel like it's okay to accept that, and it's definitely okay to have a new beginning too. All right, Cappies, I love you. Take it, of course, if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for tuning in here nonetheless. Do have a great rest of your day. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out here with Capricorn today, which is Earth. For today's daily lineup, we're going to do Earth, Water, Fire, and Air. Jumping into our water signs, let's go ahead and have a look here at Team Cancer coming into your next 24. What do we got showing up here for our Cancer, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on into the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for our zodiac signs of Cancer? Moving into the next 24. What do we got going on here for you, baby? Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some awesome sauce, Team Cancer. Starting out here with the overall energy for you. Moving into tomorrow, we have here an 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Taking a look at the current energy, the Death in the upright position, what you're dealing with here, Cancerian, King of Wands in the upright, and looking at the outcome for you, 3 of Swords in the reverse position coming on out here for you. Pretty interesting energies coming into play. I do see here with the 8 of Pentacles reversed, you're choosing to actively not work on something because I feel like the feelings you have changed. So it's pretty similar almost to what I just said for Capricorn. I was mentioning in Capricorn's reading that I did previously about how Capricorns are feeling like something isn't working out anymore, so no longer do they want to try to make something work. In this case for you, Cancer, it's kind of similar. I feel like you are noticing your feelings have changed about something or possibly someone, and you're at a point in time where this is not what you want to continue to work on. So I feel like Cancers, you're shifting gears. I also think you're taking on different interests. Some of you might be finding yourself interested in new people, interested in new ideas, interested in like some sort of like new career path or something of that nature, but your interest definitely seems to be shifting. Taking a look at what you're dealing with here, King of Wands, usually a card that represents that your eye is on a completely different prize. As you can see here, the King is staring at that staff as he's holding it, and the staff in the tarot, especially a single staff, represents the Ace of Wands, which Ace of Wands therefore represents the energy of a new start, a fresh start, a new beginning. So I feel like Cancer, your attention is being grabbed by something entirely new. Could be a new boo. For others of you, it could be a new job. For some of you, it could be new friends, or it could be like a new kind of path or a new kind of lifestyle you want to live. But like I previously mentioned, I think you're starting to notice what you want is basically changing, but you as a person at the same time are changing here too. Taking a look here at the outcome, Cancer, 3 of Swords in reverse, you're starting to separate yourself with what no longer serves you so that you then can go ahead and explore what's been catching your attention. So Cancers, once again, feeling like you're shifting gears coming in the next 24 hours. I think that you're starting to feel pretty attracted to something new. Could be about being attracted to a person, but maybe you're feeling attracted to a new kind of lifestyle or a new kind of version of yourself that you want to transcend into, which is cool too. So something here, guys, I feel is no longer what you want to work on due to the nature that what you actually desire has changed. So I feel like that cliche, go get 'em, tiger, Cancer, is what's coming in for you guys in the next 24 hours. Don't be afraid to separate yourself from what you feel is just not worth it for you anymore and go to where the interest is, guys, because I like to look at feeling called to something as a sign that maybe what we're being called to is exactly where we need to go. So Cancer, the universe has a phone call for you. Are you going to pick it up or are you going to press decline? All right. So I would listen to that, man. What is grabbing your attention? Check it out. See if something's there. You never know. It might be something wonderful. Okay, Cancers, very cool. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So far, guys, we've done our earth and our water. Let's hop on into our fire. Now, jumping into the fire signs, we're going to take a look here at Team Leo. So let's get it popping, baby, and see what we got going on. What's going to be in store here, please, for our zodiac signs of Leo coming into the next 24 hours? What messages do we got coming in here for you? Message is showing up here for Leo. Moving into the next 24. By the way, hey, what's going on, Double M? What's going on, Jade? Jade Fangirling, what's up? What's going on, Valerie? Hey, what's going on, Believe Achieve Tarot? How you doing? Appreciate you so much for tuning in. All right, Leo, we're going to take a look here and see what we got going on, babe. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. Team Leo, overall energy for you. 5 of Wands in reverse. Glad to see this in the reverse position for sure. Taking a look at the current energy. 2 of Pentacles in the upright. What you're dealing with, guys, we have here a 5 of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for Leo peeps is going to be the Page of Cups in reverse as well. So for your next 24 hours, guys, let's go ahead and talk about it. You got a 5 of Wands reversed, and then you're pairing that here to the 2 of Pentacles. So I feel like your next 24 hours is relatively stress-free, but it also feels to me like it could be like a bit of a hit or miss, guys, because with the environment you're currently invested in, it feels like sometimes when things are good, they're really good, but when things are intense, they're really intense. And I think the environment is probably alluding to a single person. I'm not sure if it's your romantic partner, a friend, or maybe it's just somebody you know, but I think somebody is coming in here with quite a lot of intensity. Like if they're in a great place, they're in a super great place, but if they're on a low, they're on a really big low. And it does seem to me like it's been getting to you and affecting you. And I think that with the 5 of Wands reversed here, you're like, I'm trying to get away from stress. I'm trying to find more inner peace. However, though, looking at what you're dealing with here being the 5 of Swords reversed, it's interesting because the person you're dealing with here is putting the sword down in the next 24 hours. It seems to me like they're on that high vibrational timeline. But that thing, the issue is, though, is that it's so fluctuating, you know? Somebody can be in a good space and then the next day they're not in such a good space. And it feels like that fluctuation is what's really starting to get to you. You know, looking at the outcome here, Page of Cups reversed, you know, they may be in a good space in the next 24 hours, but it's hard for you to feel some type of way about it. It's hard for you to be like, oh, that's great and that's amazing, because it's like your energy is always so ever fluctuating, and it's kind of hard for me to be able to resonate with you and find peace with you. So this is a very interesting kind of storyline. If it resonates, cool, right? If not, no worries. But I've had quite a few kind of instances like this in my life, especially within the friend group sector, with people who sometimes could be really great, and then other times they could be really hard to be around. And what I learned is that if you're dealing with people who are inconsistent, it's not always going to bring you peace. That's not to say people can't have their bad days and people can't have their good days. Most certainly they can. But if somebody's consistently inconsistent to the point where you feel like you are avidly walking on eggshells around them, or you're consistently in a space where you're scared to really communicate or talk to them because you don't know if you're catching them on a good day or a bad day, I think it's worth a conversation, Leo, at least saying, hey, I kind of want to tell you how I feel. I would talk to this person about how you've been feeling, especially if you've been feeling like you've been walking on eggshells. And at the same time, Leo, if there is no change after that conversation and you're finding that you're connecting or dealing with a person and or a situation, maybe this is not a person, maybe it's a situation, maybe for some of you, you're dealing with like a super fluctuating job that's been really stressful for you. However, though, after having the conversation you need to have, if things aren't changing for you, you deserve to not have your peace disrupted. And if this is something that is continuously disrupting your peace, you have to ask yourself, is it all worth it in the end? All right, guys, definitely something to think about. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. It does seem once again like there's a good day coming up here, guys, but it's hard for you to be like, oh, that's great, because it's been so inconsistent, and I feel like that's been really getting to you. So I feel like a conversation's warranted, whether you're dealing with a person or maybe you're dealing with a job that's so up and down. Maybe you need to speak to your boss, but a conversation, I think, is a good start. Okay, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Team Leo, for coming on out. So we have touched base here, guys, with our earth. We've done our water, and we've done our fire. We're going to get into the air signs here in a second. Hey, what's going on, Wandering Panda? How are you? I'm so glad to be catching you live today. Unconditional love and infinite light connects all things. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And indeed, very true statement for sure. Thanks for stopping on in, okay? All right, guys, getting into our air. Let's see what we got going on here for the Geminis. Seen a lot of Geminis in the chat today, so let's see what's up with you, baby. What do we got going on here for the Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Coming into the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for our gems? Moving on into tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Lisa? You're very welcome. Lila, what's popping with you? Thanks for stopping by, Lila. Hope you're doing good. Team Gemini, what's going on for you guys? Coming on into the next 24 hours. One more shuffle, and we will see what we got. Let's take a look here, Team Gemini. All right, overall energy coming into play for you, Gemini, is going to be the Nine of Wands in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, we do have here the Hermit in the upright position, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the King of Cups, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Queen of Wands in the reverse position. So, Geminis, let's see what's up, baby. You could be dealing with a Virgo possibly, because we have here the Hermit. However, though, Nine of Wands reversed, Hermit in the upright. I think your next 24 hours definitely seems to me, Gemini, like you're opening up about a situation, but it feels like as soon as you open up about it, you kind of want to go into hermit mode. So you say what you need to say, and then you kind of revert to keeping to yourself. Looking at what you're dealing with right now, King of Cups, it feels like you're pouring out your feelings, guys, in the next 24 hours. I'm not sure if you're pouring out your feelings to somebody that you care about, or maybe you're telling somebody that, you know, you have romantic feelings. That could be a possibility, but I think that overall you are just basically getting some things off your chest in the next 24 hours. But immediately, though, you kind of retract after saying what you need to say. Looking at the outcome here being the Queen of Wands reversed, it's like you're feeling a bit disempowered, guys, by opening up and telling somebody how you've been feeling. But I don't think that that necessarily has to call for you feeling disempowered. Actually, I think it's more courageous for you to tell somebody how you feel, to own your feelings and be honest about them, rather than to bury them inside. So I think that for you, you're kind of looking at opening up potentially for some, not all of you, but for some, maybe you're looking at opening up as a sign of weakness, or maybe you're looking at vulnerability as something that isn't all that positive. But to be fair, it takes far more courage to be vulnerable than to repress and keep all those feelings inside. Now, I'm not sure, once again, who you may be venting to or opening up to. Maybe some of you need to tell somebody how you feel about them. Maybe you need to vent about what's been going on in your life to your homie. Maybe this is a time that you need to have a conversation with your parents about whatever's going on in your life. Who knows? But it's a time where you're opening up about something, and I feel like instantly you shut back down again. And maybe you feel worried about what other people are going to think, or maybe you're just at a breaking point where it's like, okay, I opened up, I said my piece, but you know, I still don't feel all that great. Well, opening up is a start, guys. It's a start to healing, but it isn't instant healing, right? Nothing is necessarily instant healing. Everybody's journey is a bit different, but opening up is a start. Explaining how you feel, letting it out, is what's putting all the cards out on the table. Now, once the cards are dealt on the table, now the game can begin. Now we can start the healing process. When we put it all out there, we can start to feel, right? And as I always say on this channel, no matter how repetitive and annoying it may be, feeling is healing. And in order to do the healing work, we got to bring the feelings to the surface. Then we got to sit with them and we got to feel them. And as much as that may suck, that is how we heal. So guys, I feel like for some of you, it's like you open up and it's like, okay, I still feel like shit. Fuck that. Wasn't worth it. Bye. You know? And I've been there, especially when I was younger. I used to open up and I was like, okay, this sucks. Bye. Going back to repression, right? Been there. But it is the beginning phase of the healing phase, if you will. So you got all the cards out on the table, right? That was courageous enough. Now you got to sit with those energies and those emotions and do your processing, and in due time, the healing phase is going to be over. So give yourself some time to feel in order for you to heal. All right, guys, I love you, gems. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for stopping by and for tuning on in. So, guys, so far, everybody, we've completed our first batch of zodiacs for the daily read. We'll be hopping into our second batch here shortly. So thank you guys so much for being here. Of course, if you have been enjoying today's daily reading so far, please do hit that like button. It really helps out a lot here on YouTube. So if you're having a good time, smash the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. But happy Tuesday, everybody. How's everybody's Tuesday going so far? Sincerely hope it's been well for all of you. Hey, Fawn, what's going on? You said, hey guys, not feeling too hot today. Sorry to hear that. Definitely was me earlier in the day. Definitely felt very odd. It has been a bit of an odd day. I actually can't contest that. I feel a bit better now, but yeah, this morning I had like a lot of anxiety come up this morning, a lot of odd feelings. Today kind of felt like one of those days where it just didn't feel right, if you will. So I don't know if you resonate with that, Fawn, but hopefully you're feeling better now, you know? Easing more into the nighttime, I've been feeling a lot better energetically, but yeah, this morning, the vibes were off. It was a little weird, for sure. It was definitely a little weird. What's going on, Juliet? How you doing? Good evening to you too. What's up, Sherilyn? Exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you, and I appreciate you. You're so welcome, dude. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you, Sherilyn. Hey, Bianca, I miss my soul fam. Well, welcome. We're here for you, dude. So thanks for stopping by. Really means a lot, man. Energy's whack for you? Yeah, it's been weird today. It's been weird. But I think for me personally, it's a lot better now in the evening time. But this morning, the energy was weird as fuck. Yeah. Super duper weird. But I've been kind of like doing what I can to ground myself all day. So yeah, I felt that way. I did a bit of like a kind of like a singing bowl session earlier. Did a couple meditations, kind of like worked with some of my crystals today. So that was the vibe for me because I was feeling so off. I was like, okay, time to reattune my energy. But yeah, it was weird, man. You got a bit of a chemical burn at work last night. I'm sorry to hear that. Definitely take care of that as best as you can. Hey, Zia, what's going on? Long time no see. Hope you're well. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I had to do a bit of a cleansing sesh today, and that helped a little bit better. Yep, agreed. Hopefully everybody feels a bit better moving forward, right? What's up, Juliet? Hey, Aunt, happy Tuesday. It's a full moon. It's the full moon energy. Coffee and tarot watching at work. Hell yeah, dude. Love that for you. Don't get caught by your boss, though. I don't want to be, don't let them know. Anyhow, though, appreciate it. And yeah, the full moon makes sense. I totally forgot we had a full moon coming up. Didn't it already? I thought it surpassed us, though. I thought we already been through the full moon, unless we're still feeling the energy effects afterwards, because with any kind of astrological event, the energy lingers for a little bit of time. Oh, thank you, Bianca. I love you, too. Really appreciate you. Zia said, how are y'all doing? I missed you. I've been pretty, relatively well, other than today's weird energy. But other than that, I've been pretty good. So I hope you've been good too. Lucy, we finished up the first 4 signs. So the first batch is done. We touched base with Capricorn. We did Cancer. We did Leo. And we did Gemini. So those are the 4 signs we've read so far. And the rest will be coming up here shortly. All right. That's what's up. That is what's up. Yeah, it was a moon in Virgo, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we had that a few days ago. So the energy still lingers. It's interesting, though, because when the full moon in Virgo, like on the day, it wasn't bad. I definitely felt like it was chill. It was calm. It was collected. But the energy today was like, whoa. It was super whoa. Yeah, it was the 24th, right? Okay. Yeah, because I remember it a couple days ago. Hey, what's up, Angelica? Hey, hi, in the middle of making dinner here in San Antonio, Texas. Always love catching your lives. Love that for you. Thank you for watching. And hopefully, you have a nice and lovely dinner. Dinner sounds great. What country am I in? I live in the United States and I live in New York. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Fawn. Definitely not fun. Definitely not fun. See if you can get like a topical or something that can help with the burning sensation. They have over the counter stuff because like I've fucked up my fingers on like hot pans, with me not using like pot holder gloves or whatever. So there's a topical. I'm forgetting what it's called, but there's a lot of over the counter medicine that can help. Go to like CVS or something, you can find it. Or like a Walgreens or something. They should have an over the counter topical for you. For sure, for sure. Anyhow, guys, let's get back into it, man. So we're going to hop into batch number 2, and we're going back into Earth. So let's take a look here at Taurus and see what's popping in here for our bull gang, okay? What do we got showing up here for Taurus, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Moving into the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here for our zodiac signs of Taurus? Coming into the next 24. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some awesome stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look. What's up here, Team Taurus? I can't put my finger on what your energy is. I'm like trying to take a moment to like tap into it, but it's mysterious, Taurus. Your energy is so mysterious. What's going on? Okay. Overall energy for you is you. We got here the Hierophant in reverse, but the Hierophant is a Taurus card. Having a look here at the current energy, the Chariot in reverse. What you're dealing with, guys, we have here the Fool, and looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Queen of Wands in the reverse position. Yeah, your energy is interesting, guys. I feel like you're having a hard time being able to commit to something that isn't making much sense. Maybe you have tried to start to keep up with some kind of routine, but at the same time, it's odd because the routine just doesn't make sense. Maybe you're trying to keep up with a person and understand them, but maybe it's pretty difficult to understand them and kind of like respect where they're coming from if the math ain't mathin', If things aren't making sense, it's kind of hard to agree to it, right? So I think you're in a bit of an odd energy. I feel like somebody you're dealing with is asking something of you, but you don't really know if you 100% can commit to this. Maybe your boss is saying, hey, Taurus, I got an idea for you. How about I promote you, but I cut your pay? And it's like, that don't make sense. Why the hell would you promote me and pay me less money? You know, I'm feeling like an oddball situation like that. So I'm going to be frank with you guys. This will probably not resonate to many Taurians watching. So if it's not your story, I don't blame you. But I feel like you're in an odd situation where somebody's asking you to sign up for something and it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make much sense. You know, looking at your current energy, Chariot reversed, I don't want to go through with this. Looking at what you're dealing with, the Fool card, this is the energy of like, bye, I'm keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Looking at the outcome here, Queen of Wands reversed, I'm not entertaining a situation that just is weird or doesn't make sense to me. So guys, you could be presented with like a interesting scenario coming into your next 24 hours, or maybe somebody's asking something of you that's a bit odd, or maybe somebody is trying to get you on board with something you're just not on board with. But I feel like Taurians, you are shutting it down. You're not going to agree upon something that just isn't very sensible for you. So interesting. You know, this could be the energy of like, hey, I'm going to the car dealership and they want to charge 35% interest. Yeah, no, screw your deal. I'm not buying a car from you, right? Because who the hell wants to pay 35% interest? With some of these car dealerships are fucking nuts. So at the end of the day here, Taurus, I think you guys are dodging something that just really doesn't make much sense for you. So I don't blame you. It's an oddball read. If it's your story, cool. If not, no worries. But thank you for tuning in here anyhow. Shout out my bull gang. So we have touched base here, guys, with our earth. Let's get back into our water. So jumping into our water signs, we've done Cancer already. I said Cancer. Let's hop into Pisces and see what we got going on for the fish. Pisces, I want to wish you guys a very, very happy birthday. Happy Pisces season. And let's see what we got going on here for you. Messages coming in here for the Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Coming on into the next 24 hours. What insights and information do we got coming up here for Pisces? Moving into the next 24. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Pisces, overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Wands. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Looking at the current energy, we got a Queen of Wands in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, Pisces, Knight of Pentacles, and then looking at the outcome for you is the Empress. Definitely looking like we're seeing a happy ending to a story. Now, you got here a 10 of Wands. Typically, that represents the energy of just feeling like you're carrying a lot. Could be a lot of burdens. You could be feeling overwhelmed. Could be feeling really stressed. And the current energy here, being the Queen of Wands reversed, is often representative of, I just don't really feel right now super empowered. You're kind of feeling a little bit off coming into tomorrow. But I feel like you're being very patient with yourself about this, guys, which I love. Looking at what you're dealing with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is representative here of patience, right? Okay, I'm feeling off. I'm not feeling my best, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm not going to let that put me down. I'm going to kind of work through this energy as best as I can, keep up a stable mood and a stable environment as best as I can. And I actually feel that by being grounded like you are in your next 24 hours is what's going to cause a massive growth spurt for you. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about a growth spurt in height, all right, but a growth spurt in how you feel. Looking at the outcome here being the Empress card, Empress says, due to the nature of me staying grounded today through all these interesting energies, I actually came out feeling accomplished. So I had a bit of an interesting day, but I kept my composure. I got through the day and I'm proud of myself. I actually feel like I've grown here. And ultimately, I actually don't really feel as overwhelmed or as disempowered as I previously did. I'm feeling a heck of a lot better. So this is telling me that tomorrow may have a bit of an odd start. Maybe it's an uncomfortable start. Maybe you just have a lot going on, but the day gets better. So it feels to me like your day will have a turnaround. If you start the day and it feels a little odd at first or not so great, there is going to be a turnaround coming in for you. So that makes me very, very happy to hear, Pisces. So really, really cool. Of course, take it if it resonates, y'all. Leave it if it doesn't. But thanks for stopping by, you know? This could be, for an example, maybe you go into work tomorrow and maybe it's a bit of a rough day. Maybe you work in retail. Maybe you deal with a couple Karens, okay? But after you get home from work and, you know, you go see your dog or your boyfriend or your family, it's like everything is awesome now. Like, sure, work sucked, but that doesn't mean my whole day has to suck and things turn around and get better. So I feel that vibe for you. Okay, cool, Pisces. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys for tuning on in. So we have done our water, we've done our earth. Let's get into our fire and jumping into the fire signs. Team Aries, what do we got popping in here for our Ram fam? Message is showing up here, please, for our zodiac sign of Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming into the next 24 hours. What's going to be popping on in here, please, for our Ram fam? Moving into the next 24 hours. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Team Aries, let's get our last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Taking a look here at the overall energy, we got here a 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at the current energy, we have here a 9 of Cups reverse to what you're dealing with, guys. We have here a Fool in reverse. Please don't shoot the messenger with these reversals. Looking at the outcome, Wheel of Fortune reversed. As previously stated, Aries, please don't shoot the messenger. I have feelings. Now, let's get into it and see what's going on. Now, you got here a 5 of Pentacles reversed, and you're pairing this 5 of Pentacles reversed here to the 9 of Cups in reverse as well. So, I think some of you are starting to really recognize how a certain area of life has become pretty unfulfilling. This could be potentially your love life or your friend life, or this is, maybe you feel really unfulfilled within your career. This could be a multitude of things. So if there's an area of life where you're just not all that happy-dappy with, then this is probably what the reading is describing. Now, I see that you're at a point where it's kind of like, I give up, dude. I have tried everything to be happy in this area of life. I've tried everything to find fulfillment, but it just feels like nothing is changing. However, though, looking at the outcome being the Wheel of Fortune reversed, nothing is changing, but it has to do with the mindset, not the fact that you can't have something fulfilling, right? A lot of people who often find themselves to be single, they usually have some kind of core concept belief that no one's ever going to love me, or no one deserves, or I don't deserve anybody, or I don't deserve nothing. The people that I see in my life who are always super single usually don't believe that they're worthy of a relationship. So they spend all their time chasing somebody in love. But as you guys know, when you chase physically or energetically, people will run from you. So for example, with the energy of chasing, I always describe it as a physical action. Imagine you're just walking on the sidewalk and suddenly a person starts chasing you. What are you doing? You're getting the fuck out of there, bro. And it's the same thing when it comes with energy. So energetically, if we're chasing somebody, they have that gut and intuitive instinct to run. So ultimately here, Aries, whatever the case here may be, you're feeling unfulfilled in an area of life, but I don't think it's that you can't have fulfillment there, but you got to check your beliefs, man. What are you programming yourself to believe? If it's about love and you believe that nobody loves you, how can you see the people who do love you if the only perception you have is no one gives a shit, right? There are people who give a shit, you just can't see it, because your mind is searching for what you believe in, right? So we got to change our beliefs. Always do remember, guys, a limited mind is a limited life, but a person who thinks freely is abundant, okay? So we got to be incredibly mindful of what we are doing to create these limitations in the first place. And when I'm saying, what are we doing? I'm more so saying, what are your beliefs? If they are negatively impacting you, how can you change those beliefs to get the desired result, which is fulfillment? Okay, that's what it really comes down to for your next 24 hours. So really give yourself some time to think about it, man. What are my beliefs? What are my beliefs aligning with? And I think it's going to make a lot of sense why maybe you haven't been finding the fulfillment you're looking for. Maybe it is time to switch up those beliefs, baby. Okay, Aries. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you guys for tuning in nonetheless. Really appreciate you. Okay? All right, guys, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did the fire, we did the earth, we did the water. Air signs, you're up next. And actually, Libra, you guys will be up next, so do stay tuned, okay? Jessica asked, how do you get the emojis? Is that for Apple iPhones only? I believe so. If you're talking about the emojis for the members, Members do have their own emojis due to the nature of being a member. So I'm not sure if you're referencing the membership emojis, but regular iPhone emojis, I would assume if you don't have an iPhone, you can't use. But the computer has its own ones too. I've noticed like Windows PCs have their own emojis. Mac PCs kind of have iPhone emojis. So I'm not sure which ones you're talking about, but certain ones will be restricted to members only. There's a few couple emojis that I have for members available. You need 3 cups of coffee, Juliet. I had myself a morning coffee, did nothing. Then I had myself a little homemade, healthy energy drink, to say the least, and that did nothing too. So I feel you on the 3 cups of coffee. You know, as a fellow caffeine person, it just don't hit no more. You know, but I've been drinking coffee so much for years that literally caffeine can just put me to bed. You know. Hey, what's up, luxury princess? Hello, Aunt. You're so cool. God bless you, sir. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Bless you too. That really means a lot. Thank you. All right, guys, let's get back into it. We're jumping back into air, like I said. So Libra, you're up, and let's see what we got going on here, baby. What's going to be in store here for our lovely and amazing Libras? What do we got going on here, Team Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours. What's up here for our zodiac signs of Libra? Moving into the next 24. What is going on here for you, baby? Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Team Libra, overall energy for you, 5 of Swords reversed. A victory sigh. Because I felt the need to sigh immediately. So I feel like this is a sigh of relief. A victory sigh, if you will. If that's what people call it. I don't know. Just a victory sigh. Who knows? But yeah, I feel like you're in a space where there's a bit of a victory here. The battle is over. Choose your battle. Some battles ain't worth fighting. I think that's what the storyline is saying here. A battle here just really isn't worth fighting. It's not worth the energy. It's not worth the fight. So you know when to surrender and wave the white flag. Okay? Looking at what you're dealing with, guys, looking at your current energy, we have here the Hermit, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Empress in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the 5 of Cups in the upright position. So as far as what I'm picking up on for you, Libras, 5 of Swords reversed here to the Hermit. Yeah, you're full-blown isolating from something. You are in the surrender mode, waving the white flag. I'm just at a point in time where I don't really want to fight about something, especially when there's no growth that comes from it, right? Looking at what you're dealing with here being the Empress reversed, you feel like every time you try to talk to somebody, that conversation turns into an argument and then it's not productive. There isn't solutions when a problem is always what's being reinforced. And I think you've been trying to find solutions with somebody, Libra, but it feels to me like you're connecting with the energy that's always reinforcing the problem, right? And due to the nature of that, it's very difficult to find a solution if 2 people aren't on board, because what does it take? It's always going to take 2 people to tango, baby, okay? You can't be the only one dancing or you're not doing the tango. So having a look here at the outcome for the Libra gang, we do have here the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is representative of disappointment. I do see that you're disappointed that things have been pretty tough and you haven't really had much of a working out energy with someone, but I feel like they're so caught up in wanting to reinforce the problem right now, and if they're not ready to build and find a solution, it's going to be hard to really make that work. So I think for you, it's kind of like, okay, I'm putting myself out of the situation. When you're ready, you can come see me, right? When you're ready, you can come to me. We'll talk about it. We'll work it out. As for now, though, I can't work with somebody who isn't willing to work with me. And I get where you're coming from, you know? 100%. It's going to take 2 to tango here, and you can't be the only one dancing, Libra, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But Libras, thank you guys for stopping on by anyhow, okay? All right, guys, so we have done our second batch of Zodiacs for the daily read. We're going to get into our last and our final batch here shortly, so do stay tuned, okay? What's going on, TA Susie? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Zia said, I love coffee, but I can't drink more than 1. I can't sleep at night. Yeah, no, coffee for me will put me to sleep. It definitely is something that doesn't, I don't know, man. Coffee, like, it's got to be super strong. You know, if I have like a quad espresso shot, sure, maybe I'm out there feeling pumped up. But even like a shot of espresso, guys, straight up, Going memes. I'm going bad. What's going on, Emily H11? You said, I freaking love your face. Also, your setup is kick-ass. I dig the blue background and just all of it, actually. Thank you for all that you do. You help me personally so much. I'm eternally grateful. Well, thank you, Emily. I appreciate all the kind words. That means a lot. So thank you. And yeah, thank you also for making comments about the setup. I have busted my butt over the past almost 6 years now to bring it all together. It's still nowhere near perfect, but goddamn, was it cool to do? So thank you guys for giving me the opportunity over the years to have all this cool stuff. I've always been reinvesting back into the business that I have to make things better for you. So that's especially in 2023, that was the whole goal. So I put a lot of money into reinvesting back in you guys in 2023. So I'm glad that you can appreciate it. It means a lot. So thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, baby. What's up, Lydia? Thanks, Aunt. You're awesome. Well, thank you, Lydia. Appreciate you. Stephanie, what's poppin'? Today's your 57th birthday. Fuck yeah. Can't believe you're so young. That's awesome, dude. Thank you, and happy birthday. Thanks for stopping by. How cool, man. How cool. Whoa, Fawn, thanks for being a member for over 28 months. I really appreciate you. You said, thank you, at my Libra Sun and Aries Moon fit. LOL. You're very, very welcome. And thank you. Really appreciate your membership. And of course, appreciate all that you do for the channel. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, guys, one more moment and then we're getting back into it, baby. Okay. Do want to say, by the way, guys, I may not be here tomorrow for the live. Tomorrow is my girlfriend's birthday. So with that being said, I'm not going to have the most time to cram to fit with, to cram our day in tomorrow. So with that being said, I might have to make some extra time, right? So I may potentially not be doing the daily read tomorrow, as it is my girlfriend's birthday and I do want to spend time with her. So with that being said, there's a slight chance I may not be here tomorrow unless there's a bit of a change of plans. Okay. So I do want to give you guys that update just so you know ahead of time. Okay. All right, guys, jumping back into it. We're getting back into our Earth, and we've already done Taurus, we've done Capricorn, so Virgo, let's get it popping and see what we got going on for you. What's going to be showing up for Team Virgo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming into the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for our Virgo gang? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24. What do we got going on here for you, Team Virgo? We're gonna get about one more shuffle and we'll have a look here and see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully we're looking at some awesome sauce. What do we got here for Team Virgo? Starting out here with the overall energy, we have here the 10 of Cups in reverse. Taking a look at the current energy, we got here a Page of Wands. What it is you're dealing with, we have here a Page of Pentacles in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you is the 4 of Swords, I almost said 4 of Wands, but 4 of Swords in the upright position. So Virgo, you got a 10 of Cups reversed here paired to a Page of Wands in the upright. Yeah, I think that you're starting to see that things aren't very fulfilling at this time, but at the same time, something else is catching your glimpse, something else is catching your attention. So as one area of life may feel like it's not in the best space, you are starting to feel like, well, I'm kind of getting drawn to something else. Looking at what you're dealing with right now, Virgo, Page of Pentacles reversed. You haven't made any choices yet. You haven't taken any action yet, but I definitely feel like you are thinking about the idea and you're sleeping on it. So guys, what does this mean? Well, this means that you might not be very happy with something or someone in your life currently, but something else seems kind of promising. For those of you that are maybe going through pitfalls in your relationships, you could be finding yourself seeing maybe an interest in a different person, and maybe you're thinking about that right now and kind of seeing what you want to do. Maybe you're seeing yourself have a pitfall a bit with your job, but maybe something else seems more fun or something else seems more exciting, and maybe you're kind of thinking about it too. Maybe I'll shift jobs and try something new. So it's on your mind, guys, this energy of something new that's been pretty interesting. And I feel like that's been a pretty big collective theme all throughout the daily reading today. I've seen that in a lot of zodiac signs where a lot of people are starting to see, oh yeah, this new thing seems pretty interesting. So I feel like a lot of people are pretty much getting ready for new beginnings, if you will. Seems like a pretty big collective thing. However, though, for you, Virgo, you're not making any sort of impulsive decisions or any sort of rash decisions. You are taking your time to really think something through, and I think that that's the best route to go. Sometimes it could be very easy in impulsivity, right? To just jump into something new and forget about what I have and not think things through and then regret it later on because you made such a quick and impulsive decision. I feel like for you guys in the current moment, Virgo, it's like, I really need to think this through, right? So some of you here could be thinking about, I'm not happy with my home. I'm ready to get a new house. I'm not happy with my job. I'm ready for a new job. I can't stand my current boo. Time for a new boo who dis, right? It could be any of those things above or anything else really. But you want to make sure you give some thought to it. And I would say I agree. I think that you should give some thought to it. Try not to make rash decisions at this time, especially after this full moon in Virgo. Really give yourself the time to pace yourself, to think things through as critically as you can. And when you feel like you've come to a decision that truly resonates with you, then take the next steps, okay? Whether that is you want to work on making your situation better, or you want to embrace this new thing that's got your attention. So definitely give yourself some time to really think things through before you make any sort of decisions, okay? That would be my recommendation, but it does seem to me like there is something new popping up in here for you. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested in going down that path, don't hesitate, but give yourself some time to think, okay? All right, Virgos, much love. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you guys so much, and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So guys, we did all of the earth signs for the daily. We're hopping into our water signs here shortly, okay? So jumping into our water, all that we got left here is going to be Team Scorpio. So Scorps, let's get it popping, baby, and see what we got going on for you. Message is showing up for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming on in to the next 24 hours. What information, please, do we got showing up for our zodiac sign of Scorpio? Moving on in to the next 24. Let's take a look here, baby. What do we got coming on into tomorrow? Team Scorpio, overall energy for you is an Ace of Cups. Ooh la la. You could be dealing with a water sign. Fellow Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Coming into the current energy, we have here a Five of Wands in reverse. What you're dealing with here, Scorpio, Page of Swords in reverse. And then looking at your outcome, everybody, Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. All right, guys, Scorpio, Ace of Cups here, Five of Wands in reverse here. Kind of seems to me like you're at a point in time where things are feeling a lot less stressful. Things are feeling more enjoyable. Looking at what you're dealing with, Page of Swords reverse. That's why you've decided to start taking off, or more so taking your focus off of the things that don't matter the most. When we are in the energy, let me make this quote real quick, where your attention goes is where energy flows, right? So if we're putting our attentiveness on the negative things or on the people we dislike or the scenarios that we dislike, the more we are focusing our energy on negativity, the more we are channeling that back into our lives in return. So I feel like for many of you, it's like Page of Swords reversed. It's time for me to get my eyes off of the things that are not the prize, right? It's time for me to remove myself from focusing my energy on what's going to give me a negative return. So I definitely feel for many of you, you've switched up your focuses, okay? If that's even how you say it, you've switched up your focus or multiple focus, okay? Anyhow, though, you are at a point in time, guys, where your focus has shifted to more of a positive timeline. And therefore, in return, you're going to get a positive return on investment because once again, where energy, or excuse me, where your, how do I say this? Where attention goes, there you go, is where your energy flows. Looking at the outcome here for Team Scorpio, we do have here a Queen of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Pence, Queen of Pence upright. Queen of Pence showing up for you represents that I need to focus on what's best for me in order to have what's best for me, right? I cannot focus on the things that are going to make me feel like crap or I'm going to feel like crap. So if I want to focus on what's best for me or get what's best for me, I got to look at where I'm putting my perception, my focus, and my awareness. So you're making sure to really change that stuff up. And I think it's going to be a massive help. I know that it can sound incredibly simplistic, but it really is that simple change that can change everything, right? You know, how I went at the age of 17 from being incredibly unhappy, being in a very, very dark place for multiple years. How I went from that to being a very positive person is I switched that flip inside my mind. And I said, or I flipped that switch inside my mind, guys. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to change my focus. I'm done focusing on all the garbage I've consumed that have made me feel like garbage. I'm done focusing on all the negative things that have only inherently made me more negative. I'm going to focus on the good stuff in life because there is good stuff everywhere. And the more that I did that, little by little, I completely trained my mind to start moving in a positive direction. And it was a massive, massive help. So give it a go here, Team Scorpio, okay? It may be something that's super simple, but it is something that requires consistency, so keep up with it, okay? All right, Scorps, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for stopping on by. So we have done all the water. We've done all the earth. Let's get into our fire and jumping into the fire team Sagittarius. Welcome in, and let's see what we got going on. Message is showing up here for, oh, sorry, guys. Let me fix this real quick. There we go. Yep, perfect. Message is coming in here for Sagittarius. Let's see what's up with you. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Moving into the next 24 hours. What do we got coming up here, please, for our zodiac signs of Sagittarius? Coming on into tomorrow. What do we got going on for you, baby? Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some awesome sauce. Team Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Overall energy for you guys is going to go ahead and be the King of Swords in reverse. Taking a look at the current energy, everybody, we have here the Hermit, what you're dealing with, Sag. We have here the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome, guys, is going to be the Justice in the upright position. So let's see what we got going on here, Team Sagittarius. Completely wrong button, my mistake. Anyhow, Sag, overall energy to your current, we have here the King of Swords reversed to the Hermit in the upright position. So what I would say here for Sagittarians is it definitely seems to me like you are not really in a space where you want to talk or be very communicative. You do seem like you're keeping to yourself tomorrow. Looking at what you're dealing with right now, Four of Pentacles reverse says, I need to let go of some things. And honestly, right now, I don't feel like being incredibly social because in order for me to kind of release and let go, I just want to be by myself and work through things on my own. I don't fault people who do that because I do that personally. I have my moments where I like people being there for me and where I like venting and opening up, but I'm also a person who feels like I solve my problems the best, so I tend to keep to myself when I'm going through something and I figure it out and I work through it because it helps me focus on working on what I'm going through to the best that I can for me, right? So I think a lot of you are kind of in that energy where it's like, okay, been dealing with a bit, it's been a bit much, but I just want to have some time to myself, kind of figure things out, sort things out, and do me for a little because I know how to talk to myself. I know how to get myself back into a better mood. So I feel like you're going to be spending the day kind of to yourself, Sagittarius, to get yourself back into your feng shui, to put yourself back into a better space, especially if you haven't really been feeling the best or if you've been holding on to like a lot of negativity lately. You just want to spend some time with yourself to decompress, to de-stress, and to get your mind right. You know, looking at the outcome, speaking of getting your mind right, we have here the Justice card, and the Justice card is often representative of bringing back balance to the Force, and it isn't Star Wars. So you're in a space here, Sagittarius, where you're bringing back balance in your life. You just needed some you time, some time alone, you know? Not everybody works well with time alone. You know, some people can work on their problems better when they're on their own. Other people may feel like they need a bit of a support system or a support group, but in your case, I think very similar to me, right? You're in that space where it's like, it's just a bit easier for me to do this on my own. So I do see you guys taking out time for yourselves, and I feel like it's going to be beneficial to you for sure. So Saggy, take all the time you need, enjoy your day, feel better, and I hope you sort the shit out as best as you can. All right, guys, cool. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here, everybody, with our fire. We've done our earth, and we've done our water. We're getting into air signs here in a second. Aquarius, you guys are the last but not least sign, so stay tuned. We're getting to you momentarily, okay? Hey, very happy Mondays. You're listening in the background right now, but you've had that song stuck in your head all day. There you go. Appreciate you still tuning in, though, dude. Thanks so much. MJ said spot on again. Thank you. You're so very welcome. So very welcome. By the way, hey, hi, Saul. How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. What's up, RT girl? How you doing today? Very happy Monday said, peace, King Ant and CMT peeps. Literally working on the feng shui right now. Amazing. Happy to hear that for you. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Last sign is incoming, Team Aquarius. Let's get it popping with you and see what we got going on. What do we got popping on in here for the Aqua, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Coming into your next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiacs of Aquarius? Coming into tomorrow, man, what do we got going on? Team Aquarius, we're going to take about one more shuffle. And we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Aquarian, overall energy for you is the Sun card. I like it. You could be dealing with a Leo for some of you. Looking into your current energy, we have here the Moon, what you're dealing with, guys. We have here the Three of Cups. And then looking at the outcome, Aquarius, is a Six of Cups in the upright position. So let's have a look here at your next 24. Now, Aquarius, you begin with the Sun. And then you pair that Sun here to the Moon card in the upright as well. It kind of feels like, Aquarius, you're in a good space. It's kind of like that energy where it's like, why are you crying? But I'm crying because I'm so happy. Not saying you guys will be crying literal tears, but I feel like you're emotionally happy in your next 24 hours. And it's a good emotionally happy. And like I said, it could be happy tears for some of you, but maybe it's not. It doesn't matter anyhow. It's just that energy where it's like, I'm emotional, but I'm happy because I'm emotional because I've become happy, right? I've been through so much and I can finally say things are different now. Things have turned around a bit. I'm happy with my situation, with the ways that it panned out, the ways that it's been working out, and it's genuinely a good feeling coming into play for you. Looking at what you're dealing with here, you're dealing with the Three of Cups. That's a victory, a celebration. I feel like for some of you, there could be something worth celebrating for. You could be getting relatively great news coming into your next 24 hours. Maybe you've worked so hard for something, so there could be a sense of achievement coming in for you guys. Maybe some of you have gone through some really tough mental health things. Maybe you're reaching a point of happiness in life, and that's worth celebrating. So it definitely feels like a celebratory day in the next 24 hours. Looking at the outcome, Six of Cups. Six of Cups is representative of your past. It's representative of your history. And I think the read is really trying to hone in on, you have come so far, Aquarius. You really have, from a person that maybe was in a rough spot previously to being in such a better position today. And I think that for tomorrow, you're like, for today, I'm grateful for this. It's like, I'm so happy at how far I've come. I'm so proud of myself. And personally, that's a victory. Personally, this is something worth celebrating. So Aquarians, I see you guys in that energy moving into your next 24 hours. And it feels very emotional, but yet very bubbly, very beautiful, very amazing to be sitting in this energy, right? So you're glowing, guys, with how far you've come. And I know it won't resonate to all of you, but if this is where you're at, I'm happy for you, dude. I'm happy that you guys got through the tough stuff to get to the better space. I tell people all the time, just as happiness is temporary, so is sadness. Just as anger is temporary, so is, joyfulness, right? So at the end of the day, every emotion we experience is temporary. And when the times are rough, that's going to be temporary too. And it's a moment away from the times getting better. And I think you have gotten to see the other side now, It's like, oh shit, now we're on the side of things getting better. And it feels pretty damn fucking good. I feel like you needed a win. And it's good to see that you're winning. All right, Aquarians, I love it, guys. I don't know who that tailors to, but take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But what a beautiful reading nonetheless here, Team Aquarius, okay? All right, Aqua Gang, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for tuning on in. And with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much for coming out here, baby, to today's daily reading. Much love, appreciation, and support, guys. Thank you so much for making it out and tuning on in. Do want to mention, as always, if you've enjoyed today's video, smash that fucking like button, baby. Really helps out on the channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. But thanks a lot, everybody, for being here today. It really means a lot. Of course, if you would like a personal reading, I have all reading tiers available on my website, so give it a check out. Head on down to CancerMoonsTarot.com to book a reading with me today if you're so interested. But either way, everybody, love and appreciate you. Thank you to my soul fam for being awesome. I really love every single one of you guys. So thank you guys for being here and showing up. Shout out to my members, my subscribers, my soul family, my moderators. Thank everybody, man, for being here. You guys are awesome. Lil Mama, of course. Shout out to you. What you mean? Okay. Shout out to Lil Mama. Thanks for tuning in. Anyhow, guys, I love you so much. Have a wonderful night. I mentioned previously, there's a chance I may not be here tomorrow as it is my girlfriend's birthday. So I do want to spend the day with her as much as I can tomorrow. So if there is if there's a conflict of time, I may not be here. If I have time, I will do my best to be here. But other than that, there is a chance I will not be here tomorrow. So I do want to give you guys that heads up. Okay. All right, guys, I love you. Have a peaceful, beautiful, amazing rest of your night. And I will catch you all in the next video. Much love. Take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, everybody, and peace.